Okay, I guess Jeff Hardy's had quite the rough week. Yeah, he lost the IC title, suspended for 60 days, and his house burned down. Losing to Jericho, decent match. I liked it. That was pretty good. Better than the first match. Had a decent flow to it. Liked the ending. Him getting busted on the wellness policy. Yeah, I know it's all over the internet. You have your two different sides. The people who are like, Jeff, we like seeing you in the ring, get better. And then the, dude, you're a drug addict, get out of the ring. Now, until we find out what drug it was, we really can't do a whole lot with it. If it ended up being that it was pain medication, now that I can understand. I can kind of forgive him for that, because, if you see it and read enough of his interviews, he's hurting most of the time. When I saw him in Danville recently, and he did this little, jump on the apron thing to get in the ring, he looked like that was killing him. He's got problems with his ankles, his knees, and his back. Think about what he does in the ring. Swanton. Even if he hits it, it's his back. If he misses it, it's his back. If the guy, does a counter, it's his back. It could be pain medication. If it's that, he's in pain, he's probably using pain medication. Okay, I can live with that. If it ended up being, he got caught smoking a J, with something illegal, then, he more or less threw away this year. The chances are pretty he was going to win Money in the Bank, and he was going to have a title run this year. I mean, that was kind of a given, which more or less means then last year, could have been Kennedy's year, but he had a problem with an injury and drugs. This year could have been Jeff Hardy's year, and it kind of was for a while. He was doing a really good job. And then drugs kind of screwed it up for him, and now he's out of the title picture for at least a year. At least a year. They're not going to throw him in the main event, especially now with all the public scrutiny we get. And now his house burned down. He lost his dog. I didn't say he lost pets. I'm assuming he has a dog. And he lost everything else. So, Jeff, damn it, dude, you gotta figure something out. If you have a problem with the pain medication, it affects lots of wrestlers. And it should tell Vince he needs to cut down the house schedule a little bit. Cut down a few here and there. Doesn't need to be a lot. Maybe like the Friday and Saturday before pay-per-view, you don't need to run a house show. Give the guys a little bit of downtime. Because if you do a house show on, let's say, Saturday, pay-per-view Sunday, then you're wrestling again either Monday or Tuesday. Give them some downtime. They probably need it. And, Jeff, get better, man. I mean, from a logical standpoint, lots of people are going to already go, oh, it's done. He's had drug problems in the past, and they're going to write you off. Period. But the ironic thing is, if you look back at the past, people have been busted for drugs before, and they don't get written off. People wrote off Shawn Michaels. He came back, and you know what? He's a great wrestler. Other people who had problems with drugs recently. Someone like Kurt Angle had problems with the wellness policy. No one turned their back on him. Booker T had problems with wellness policy. People didn't turn their back on him. So I guess it all comes down to this. If young kids and girls tend to cheer you, I guess it's just up for the internet fans and wrestling marks to hate you. But, I'll be honest. I really hoped that we would see you in the main event again. And, Jeff, do what you gotta do, and that's all I got. Good luck.